What's up, you guys? Long time no see. I am back with another BuffBunny collection launch review, but this time it is super special because it is including their huge summer sale. So it is like Black Friday in the middle of July. And whenever they do a sale, they also give us like a little mini launch. So we have some new pieces, which typically are also discounted a little bit. And then my code will stack the gym nurse on top of whatever sale pieces or the new pieces you buy. The sale pieces are going to be up to 70% off. There is going to be huge spotlight deals. Just for example, all graphic tees, $10. Vida seamless, $10. Karma crops, $12. Dream Heather is going to be 50% off. Over It Alls are going to be $20. So there are some huge, like, major deals stuck in here. This is a great time to get pieces that you have been eyeing that you didn't want to pay full price for, or if you have never tried BuffBunny collection and you're wanting to try it for the first time at a better price, now's the time to act. So today I'm going to just be talking about the new pieces we haven't seen before, but like I said, the whole site is going to be on sale up to some degree. So let's get into the new pieces. I am wearing the Miracle Scrunch seamless bodysuit. It is a 5-inch short. So this is shape seamless fabric. We have seen this like shape seamless bodysuit in the past, but this one has a Miracle Scrunch bottom glute. So that is new. It is definitely like a high compression, almost like a shapewear to get on. So I am wearing the color Heather Charcoal. It is going to be available in all of the new colors, the Heather Rose Ombre, Heather Rosewater, Lipstick Red, Heather Miami Vice, and Heather Azul. So it's really cool to see these colors that we have seen in the past now in the seamless fabric. It is a light to medium coverage. The compression is very high. So I am wearing my traditional size small, which is what I wear in most BuffBunny items. Occasionally I will size up to a medium for bras based off of coverage. But this is, like I said, it's like shapewear putting on. And because of that reason, it is not something that I would typically wear in the gym, just because getting it on and off, like to use the restroom, would be an event, especially if you are slightly sweaty at all. So it took me a good couple minutes to get it on. It has major tummy control across the midsection. You can kind of see the different fabrics there. And then you're going to get that under the glute compression down the hamstrings to kind of lift the glutes and define the glutes. So some of you may really be into that and others may not be at all. I am not a huge fan of Miracle because of that I don't mind the compression that is under the glutes, but I do not like the compression that goes down the hamstring. I don't like my hamstring to be compressed to make my glutes look larger. That is my preference. I also think the side profile can look a little off there instead of it like just, you know, the look of a big thigh into your glute. I personally like that look, but if you are wanting your legs compressed, Miracle is it, and making your glutes look big. So this does have removable bust pads. It does not have like a shelf per se, but it is so like tight in general all over that like nothing is moving if I'm bouncing around. So this is what it is. Like I said, I do not see myself really wearing this, but I did want to try it to see how it looks. I think it looks really cute on people. It's just not necessarily my jam. I am wearing the new Shade Seamless Sports Bra and leggings. I think I am going to say that this is the most comfortable seamless material I have felt from BuffBunny collection. Something about this fabric. So it is made with nylon, polyester, and spandex. So it's hard to describe it, but it is almost more of a slippery type spandex, a very smooth, not scratchy or itchy like sometimes you get from Miracle or other seamless we've seen in the past with them. So we were not able to pick these for PR, but Sometimes they'll have some sets on hand that they'll send to some of us. So I was lucky enough to get this. This is the color Heather Tequila / Punch, but it is also going to come in Heather Fresh, which is that green color, and then the Heather Black Charcoal. So 3 shades in the bra and the leggings. It's described as a medium compression, and it is medium support, and I would agree with that. Much easier to get on than Miracle. I think it's just more like everyday, easy breezy. Like I said, this is super comfortable. I could see myself wearing this and working out in it, whereas like Miracle it's just too much it's too much stress to put on. It takes too long. It is not comfortable to me. So it does have removable bust pads. They sent me a medium in the bra, which I can do between small and medium. The funny thing is with seamless, in general, medium is usually way too big, so I was worried about this. But in this fabric, it fits great. Like, honestly, I don't think that I could have done a small, or it just would have been a lot tighter. I still feel well supported, and I'm still recovering from my shoulder surgery, so the medium is perfect for me. So that is a size that I choose a lot of times when bras are more minimal, but like I don't feel like this looks loose on me anywhere. I don't have like any extra fabric. I still feel very supported. I love that it is a short line. I love that it's just like a basic racer back. This is a yes for me. So they're calling it shade seamless because you're getting, and hopefully the video will show some of this, you're getting different hints of the shading on the bra, like underneath the bust here, you can kind of see the like Heather Tequila that blends into the punch, and that's like how it is on the actual leggings as well. Like the shade kind of goes around the glutes to kind of just make the glutes look a little bit better. This is a yes for me. I would love to have the fresh color, which is the green. I'll show the picture of that. And then moving into the leggings, they are a high rise, which I agree with. It's a 24-inch inseam, but they like stretch a ton. So I don't think that's, unless you are super tall, that might be an issue, but seamless is like meant to be very stretchy, abnormally stretchy. And these do have like a little bit of a glute scrunch on the leggings. You will see that in the video. That may not be people's thing. I get that. I personally think this looks nice. It's tasteful. It's not like too in your face. You are not getting that under glute compression like you do with Miracle. Nothing down the back of the hamstring. And I prefer that. I do not like my quads and hamstrings compressed to make my glutes look bigger. I just prefer more of like a natural look. So I am very impressed by these. It's a go for me. This is the Power Seamless Sports Bra. Again, these were not available for PR. I was lucky enough to get like a sample sent to me. So they had a medium and sent it to me, which I think is fine. Again, seamless can run a little bit big. Most people do not need to size up. This is a little bit more like minimal coverage, so I think a medium was a good choice for me, even if it is like a little bit, have just like a slight bit of gaping here and there, but I also have my straps fully stretched out. They're adjustable straps, so if I tighten that up, I probably can eliminate that. But I like the coverage how it is. I love that it's a short line. It's a very comfortable bra. The back is very flattering to me. Love anything that's adjustable straps so you can get the perfect fit for you. And yes, this is a go. This is coming, so Heather Charcoal, white, which I may pick up a white bra. You always need those. And then the Heather Lemon Pepino. Removable bust pads, and definitely more of a light to medium support. This isn't going to be like a cardio bra. And then this is the Micro Seamless Sports Bra. So these are coming in all of the colors that will match the Miracle leggings and shorts. Shape seamless material, light support, low coverage, removable bust pads. It has a little adjustable piece in the back that like kind of goes down the back of the bra. So, and that is also removable, which is cool. So I have this in a small and a medium. I'm wearing the small. I definitely prefer the medium fit because it is just so low coverage. I would not feel comfortable wearing this. So the medium is much better coverage on me. It's definitely like a little bit looser at a medium, but that's fine. Not like anything, it's not like obviously big. I'll try and pop a picture of me in the medium up there. But so we've seen this bra in the past, but like with the longer line last summer. So it is basically the same bra, but it is a micro version of the seamless sports bra. So it is shorter line, you're not getting that like extended length. The back is super open, and this piece, it is completely removable, so it can be totally backless. So, or you can attach it back and have that there to kind of make it look different. I don't think that it doesn't, to me, it does not offer like any more support off of the neck, but maybe some feel differently. But I think people are going to be happy to have this back in a shorter line. I wish we got two versions because I really liked the other version as well. We are getting Miracle Seamless leggings again, but now we are getting them in two different rises, a high rise and a hip rise. I am wearing the hip rise in my video. I did a size small. In the past, I had been able to do an extra small with Miracle, and I just kind of think those days are over. They were way too hard to get on. When I do size down, I will lose some of the like extra fabric in certain areas. Like sometimes I have it gathering around the knees and up around the crotch, but it's just not worth it to me to like struggle that much to put leggings on, especially right now. And these are kind of already difficult to get on as they are. You need to make sure you have this compression under the glutes and down the hamstrings, right under your glutes, or it can kind of look awkward. So there is some like adjusting and such to get these to look right. They definitely are a glute defining look, like your glutes are kind of in your face. Totally up to you if that is a look for you. I don't tend to go for these leggings, and I don't think I've ever bought them on my own. I just try them for PR. They're just not necessarily my style. I've said in the past I don't really like my legs to be compressed to make my glutes look bigger. But these are a huge seller for the company, and a lot of people love them. So we're getting the two different rises, which is awesome, the hip rise and the high rise. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. If you have a shorter torso or you just don't like your leggings going up that high on your waist, you're going to want to do the hip rise. And we are getting a 4.5 inch short, so very short shorts in the Miracle with that same rise. So I think that's awesome that they're catering to all different, you know, body types and also just people's preferences. So this color is the Miami Vice, and I think it's absolutely stunning in the seamless fabric as well. This Shape Seamless hip tank is probably one of my favorite things they have given us in this little mini launch here. We are getting so many colors, and I ordered almost every color that we were able to pick. I have done, this one I'm wearing is a size small, which I think fits fine, but I also have some in medium, so it kind of just depends on like how I want to feel, like if I want it a little bit more compressed. If you don't plan on wearing like a sports bra under it, sizing down a little bit can just kind of give you a more compressed look, but it's not like it's super tight or it's uncomfortable on me. Obviously a small is just like a smidge shorter coming down onto my waist than the medium is. They both work, like one is not right or wrong for me. The medium is just maybe like a little bit more comfortable, a little longer, not as compressive. But this isn't meant to be like, you know, a compression garment or anything. I just think it's a very flattering neckline. It does not have like any shelf or built-in bra. So like right now I just have cup pads in, but I have worn it over sports bras and I think it looks great as well. I love this color. We're getting it in 10 colors, which is awesome. And I got like I said, I got every color that we were able to pick from. This is a very good value at $28 US. The Vida seamless sports bra we have seen before in the past. It's not new. It came out with Teresa's Vida collection. This is that ombre heather rose and the azul. I think these are the only colors I got. The only thing about these, like I've said before, seamless can run big in some items and the bras being one of them. So I did a size small in these. Medium is too big for sure when I do that. So this is definitely a bra you do not need to size up in. This is definitely a little bit more coverage. So if those other options I showed you are just like a little bit too much skin, it's nice to have this option because more coverage around the bust, just kind of more substance in the back. Very pretty in this ombre color. So I mentioned the 4-inch Miracle shorts. We were not able to choose those for PR, and I was not sent any of those outside of PR. And same with, we're getting a Miracle seamless hip tank. So I'm assuming that is more of like a BBL type tank where it is like literally squeezing the waist in, similar to the bodysuit, high compression around the waist to snatch you in, and it's hip length, which is nice, but that is only coming in the color Heather Charcoal. So yes, it does have removable bust pads, it's saying. And that is everything I have for all of the new items. Like I said, there is going to be, like every item on the site is going to be discounted in some way. Some are crazy deals, up to 70% off. And typically they always make these new items even like at least 10% off. And then my code, the Gym Nurse, can stack on top of that. This sale is starting July 2nd, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and ends July 6th. So obviously what is on the site is there. They are not going to be restocking stuff. So the sooner you can get to the site, the sooner you will have more options, more size availability. So get to it. Feel free to drop any questions in the comments. Reach out to me on social media. My social is the Gym Nurse on everything. And happy to send photos of anything I have, or if you have questions about sizing, let me know. Thank you for watching.